Alright guys, today we are doing a bagging because we have the MONSTERBASS February monthly subscription here. And we're going to be taking each one out and doing a little overview today. Alright, so we'll get right into it. Alright, first off we have got this is the strobe shaker, 6-inch strobe shaker right here, if you can see that, in Pro Blue, 4.0 or 4-inch bait. This bait right here, I have seen it, I've never used it. This will basically act as a shaking minnow, but you don't have to actually use your rod tip to shake it. You just put a jig head on it, a reel, and it will do the rolling action, just like if you were, shaking a minnow. This will be good for, basically, I would say right now, just like, they sent it with this month's box. So I'd be throwing this for sure right now. This is probably a fish catching machine. Next, we have got, this is a, what is this? This is a Bait Lab, looks like a walking bait. I don't know if you can see that. Walking bait by Bait Lab. Pretty sure this is what this is. I've never heard of Bait Lab before, but in some parts of the country, I'd say southern Florida maybe, where the water's starting to warm up really well. Around here, water temps are still high 40s, I would say. This is not going to be a player quite yet, but once this is a player, I will be throwing this for sure. This color right here is what they're referring to as a baby shad, it looks like. But yeah, that would definitely shad spawn. I'm gonna be throwing this for sure. Next, this one's gonna be good for this time of year if you have yellow perch in your area. I would say yellow perch is your main forage for bass or whatever you're fishing for. If that's the forage, this is what you're gonna be one of the three throwing right now. This is a jerk bait. Looks like also by Bait Lab. Their color obviously is perch, but they're referring to it as real perch, if you can see that. Looks like a regular diving jerk bait. I would say probably, your normal like 5 to 7 feet, 5 to 6 feet typically. Doesn't give exactly what it might do, but this right here, especially during winter time, those main lake fish, I'd be throwing this majority of the day if this is yellow perch is your main forage. Now if you have obviously main forage is shad or bluegill, I'd be throwing one of those two colored patterns on a jerk bait for sure. Next we have I have two of these actually. I don't know if this was, so they gave me two of these in this one. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or by accident, but we have a flipping jig by Z-Man, cross-eye flipping jig, 1/2 ounce. Looks like they're they're the same exact color. This be great even right now. I know it's a flipping jig, but jig, if you're just wanting a jig fish, I'd be throwing this right now also. This is a really good bait for this time of year. Any sort of jig. This is 1/2 ounce, so it's a pretty good weight too. If you're fishing somewhat of deeper water. There's fish as shallow as 6 feet right now, so I'm sure this would catch probably, good quality fish. If you're looking for maybe like your last keeper for a tournament or something, you definitely pick up a jig, throw it. You'd definitely catch, I'm sure, a definitely quality keeper size fish for you, especially in green pumpkin color. You can't ever go wrong with a green pumpkin. So next, okay, this is a popper by Livingston Lures. Looks like a bone color. What do they actually refer to this as? Bone cracker, so really close, but bone cracker is the color of this. This has also got the EBS technology, which emits bait fish sounds. So you can turn that on as soon as you dip it in the water. It's got a few different sounds that imitates shad, looks like crawfish, even like a silent mode, so it doesn't make any sort of noise, period. But I would definitely be throwing this once again when it's warmer around here. We're in the Midwest, Missouri, so I would definitely not be throwing this quite yet. But once it warms up, like in like back of like creeks or pockets, or like even behind those dock ends, like where the walkways come out, these were a huge player whenever the shad spawn hits. But great tool for your arsenal whenever it comes to that time of year. When you're throwing a popper, if you're looking just for a popper lure, this is a great quality bait. Once again, with the monthly subscription here in February. The next one I've got here, it looks like a little, maybe like a sample pack, possibly from Cabin Creek. Never heard of them either, but they're referring to this as the spider kit. So it looks like it's got like a normal like crawfish style lure there attached to normal like jig head. And you've also got, looks like an actual like shape of a spider there. It's got like multiple tentacles, looks like. I would almost throw that possibly on a drop shot. Drop shot would work really good for that. But even again, like it's already rigged right there, you could just throw that out there, you know, hop it back or whatever the case may be. Even right now, I mean, this would probably get eaten. I would guarantee you by at least one bass would fully commit to this. So definitely you could give this a shot. Definitely worth trying for sure if you're looking just to throw some stuff around and try some new stuff. Next we have got, last but not least, we have the Lizard XL by Bass Mooch. These things are giant. These are a 7.8 inch lizard in color called Tennessee Money. I could definitely see these being good behind a Carolina rig, probably. Even when it gets maybe closer to spawn, dragging something like that around, where those deeper spawning fish are, they'd definitely be after something like that. I could definitely see a big old female turning on this for sure and being a culprit to that. Definitely in that color too. That's a really good color. Something with always a little bit of green in it like that, you can't ever go wrong with that. So, and then there's a few more items in here. We've got they always give you some stickers, so they give you different stickers every month. So there's 3 here. There's one that looks like a Mountain Dew logo there, and then 2 more that are like completely custom lures for February. So, but they give you custom stickers every month, which is pretty cool. You can always stick them to, like, you know, your tackle boxes or just your storage boxes. And then if you never know if you're somewhat kind of lost or clueless on how to maybe possibly throw this, how to rig this, or just like in the area that you're fishing, or, you know, certain types of like banks or creeks or whatever. If you have any questions, this thing will give you tips on each bait that's in here for the month. So if you ever need some help, some info, it never hurts to just read this. I mean, even if you don't need help, you might actually learn something new out of this every month, according to the baits that are selected in the monthly box that you might get. And then this is also pretty cool. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video that it's an unbagging, if you will. So they send all their baits in a MONSTERBASS tackle bag, like a bait bag. So instead of like your other subscription services where they just give you a cardboard box that you just basically throw away, obviously, after you open it up, this, however, is actually useful. Obviously, you guys probably know what this does. This can store, you know, all your soft plastics, or if you want to divide your plastics up between swim baits, worms, crawfish, or crawfish style baits, or creature baits, or flipping baits, or whatever you want to do. They also give you this. Or if you just want to take that whole subscription box that I just went through and just take it with you and go fishing for the day, or do like a little challenge or something, just take this with you. This obviously stores everything in here that we just went through, or you can just use it on your day-to-day fishing. Just helps you keep you organized and clean and tidy, and yeah, so yeah, never hesitate to reach out and look at Monster Bass. If you're like me and you love fishing tackle, you're a tackle junkie, never hurts to get more fishing tackle. You can't ever have too much fishing tackle. So I mean, you can always have plenty of baits in your arsenal. If you've thrown everything in the book, you need something different, you can always look back to a subscription that'll give you quality baits each month. They're sending you stuff from top brands in the industry. Six Sense is a big name brand, Z-Man's a big name, Livingston's a big name. Just this alone, I guarantee this bait is at least probably $10 to $15 right here. So altogether, I mean, you're over a value of, $35-40. So you can't go wrong with something like this, especially if it's top quality baits, name brand stuff. And they usually, more times than not, will give you stuff to rig all of this stuff in just a box. The only thing that might be would be this, but you put this on a big EWG hook and a sinker, a Texas rig it, or like I said, put it on a Carolina rig, you're good to go. So yeah, guys, if you're ever looking for more fishing tackle, you can never have too much fishing tackle. Don't hesitate to look up Monster Bass. I do have a 15% off discount code that I will put in the description. So hit that up. That'll get you 15% off if you just want to order baits, or your next subscription, or whatever it may be. Just hop on there, get you something. Maybe you're just getting started in the fishing world and you need some fishing tackle. This will help you out, 15% off. And then also a little bit later, probably next few weeks, I'm going to be doing a giveaway of one of these exact subscription bags right here. It's got a full month's worth of baits in it. So stay tuned. Follow my Facebook page, Shannon Ryan Fishing. Yeah, and you can catch up with my fishing stuff there. Until next time, guys, keep fishing.